Shalom, Israel. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We've been on these streets since 1969, telling the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are the true Jews of the Bible. Okay, you are the children of Israel. Now, that's the first thing we're going to get to. My name's Upside Badger. I'm covering, holding it down for Priest and Officer Azahab till he gets here. He's running a bit late. So the first thing we're going to get to, since we're going to cover today is how to say a few basic terms. Like the first one we're going to say is children of Israel. Okay, children of Israel. So let me make that capital. Anybody online, y'all have any questions, let me know. Children of Israel. Right? It's very simple. Okay? Bind. Yeah. Bind. Yeah. Let me fix that. Banya, Ya, Shar, Ya, Shar, Allah. Ya, Shar, Allah. Banya, Ya, Shar, Allah. Let me move this or make it smaller so it's not confusing y'all. Ya, Shar, Allah. Banya, Ya, Shar, Allah. Okay, Banya. Right? Banya, in this sense, would be children. However, right, Banya is only used mainly when it comes after describing children, describing someone's children, or letting you know about someone's children, like Banya Yasharala. Right? Yeah, Tom. Well, I don't want to use the word describe. Okay, children. Now, usually regular children would be Ban Yam. But in this instance, general. In general, children or a child plural or kid plural would be children, Ban Yam, right? Which is Ban plural. But children, when when you're dealing with a specific set, would be Ban Yam. Like for instance, another one. Banya la wa. If you come to Hebrew class, you're very familiar with this one. La banya la wa. Right? This is banya Salakia. Banya ya shar Allah. Right? Now we have Banya Lawat. So what is Banya Lawat? Banya Lawat is the children of Lot. Khan. See if we got any questions in the room. Shalom, Mashamar, Yabashim, Yashabrakta. If anybody got any questions, put them on the board. Just covering for Zahab for the minute, Babu Gashah, Banya Lawat, and that's how you basically break down names or saying children of. Now, we'll get into that next. I'll erase this on the top, children of Israel. Okay? If y'all need it, y'all can go back. I'll fix that with Vanya in a second. Now, ayat, right? Ayat, which means son of, right? Right? Now, ayat is what you get when you say Israelite, Edomite, technically a Lotite, Ammonite, Moabite, right? How do you say ayat? It's very simple. Israelite is very simple. Okay? Ya, Shar, La, Ya, Shar, La, Ya. All you have to do is add a Ya to the end of it, and that makes it an ayat, right? Okay? Ya at the end makes a letter, makes the word an ayat. Okay, in this instance, when you see a nation listed and you see a ya at the end, usually that's a saying ayat, like Yasharalia, Israelite, Adawamia, Edomite, and we're gonna get a few of these on the board too. So this is Israelite, right? And now we're gonna start to erase this. We're gonna get a few others. So we got Israelite, right? So now next, Salakia. Next, Edom, might. Right? Salakia, let me just make sure I got it right. Because Hebrew can be very, what's it called at times? Funny. Salakia, bear with me 1 second. Alright. Okay. Now, how do we find out these things? We go into the Hebrew and we check. And one thing you always want to do is you never want to get into a, what's called like you know everything. You always want to be able to go back and double check to make sure, which is what I'm doing now. I want to make sure to get the proper spelling for Adal for Edomite. So the proper spelling for Edomite, and that's where, see, and that's what I figured. Traditionally, this is how you spell Edomite in ancient. You would spell Edom in ancient. Right? Adawam, right? But the thing is, certain times you'll take out the Y in certain words and replace it with other things. What's called in this instance, there is no Y in Adam. I don't know if y'all can see that well. But yeah, there's no Y there for Edomite, right? And what should be Adawam, it's Adamiyah, right? So now that we know and understand, right, we're going to change this, take this out, move the ma over a place, right? We're going to have to change the connector on the dot too, because I've now changed, and that's another thing. Always be mindful that when you have to remove or add letters that may have a that may have some consequence, rather, for lack of a better term, on the actual word and the connectors. So Ada, that da is not unconnected anymore. It's now connected to the ma. And now you have Adam, yeah. Adam, yeah, is Edomite, right? Okay. Now we're gonna get a little further. Let me get that one now, because I know what that one is. So the first one we'll do while I'm looking for this, is Israelites. We'll show you how to do it plural. Right? 30, what is it? Okay, Israelite. How do you think we would say Israelite plural? I'm going to give y'all a sec, see if y'all can't figure it out. See if we got any questions on the board. Most High and Christ. Shalom, just pain. Shalom, sis. Shalom, Whitney. Whitney Stanford. One was forever. Khan, I just showed it to you, Machamada. You see? This is Israelite in the Hebrew. Israelite in Hebrew is Yasharalaya. I'll see if I can. I'm pretty sure you can find it. But let me just make sure I know. Khan, okay? Give me one sec. Khan, give me one sec. See if anybody got any more questions. Okay, Khan. One second, y'all. Just trying to get everything in a row. Idawam is straight Idawam. Now let me get either Israelites for you. Hold up one sec. Okay, so hold up if you could, what's it called? Exodus. Come. Okay, one sec. Okay. Okay, so first Israelites is going to simply be, hold on one sec. Okay, Shalom, I'm trying to find the exact one. Okay, Israelite is really just Yasharallah. Shar, Allah. Israelites plural is Yasharallah. Another thing you'll find sometimes, the Israelite is Ayash Yasharallah, meaning a man of Israel. Right? you'll see that. That's what I just looked up just now in numbers. I was trying to get a what's it called. Edomite or Edomites, plural rather. Edomites plural is the one. Other one. So Israelites and Edomites. Basically, you just take the name, and it's understood that it's plural. Right? Okay, so we're about to erase this. Okay. Give y'all a second to get that. Okay, give y'all a second. Khan, that's right, yeah, Khan. Most high interest. So, Mashima, you have any other question on this subject? Let me know. I'm about to erase this all off the board. We're gonna get next. We're gonna go over the numbers. What's the house should be here shortly. Salakia. Exodus. Oof. Shucks. Now, so is any academy students in the room? Do we have any academy students in the class right now? Say one if you're actively in the academy right now. Okay, we're gonna go over these numbers. First number, Akkad. Right? I'm gonna try to do these a little. Right? Akkad. Second number, Shanya. Okay. How does this work? Shanya. Hurry up. Come. Shanya. Read. Shalash. Salash, I should have wrote that in. What's it called? If y'all can't see some of these, let me know. Shalash, right? 4. Try to space them out a bit too. By. 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 5. Mash. So funny. Kamash. Right? 6. Sha. 7. By. 8. Shemana. Okay, let me, that's enough. No. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, come. All right, so we're almost done. Shemani, right? 9. The shy. The shy is, right? The shy and 10. Well, so I can. I'll put 10 on the side of here, actually. Let's be redone. 10. I, Shura, Ishra, and that's Ishara. Ishara, no connectors. Okay, let y'all give y'all a second to get this down. Does anybody have any questions on or off subject? Nobody? So is it nobody in the room right now is a Hebrew Academy student? Nobody here is in the Hebrew Academy. Is there anyone here in the Hebrew Academy? Okay. We have no Academy students. We'll go through a few of these. Okay. So we'll do 11. If y'all can't see these, let me know. Right? And I'll do it underneath. Akkad Ashura. Right? So this is how you say 11. Akkad Ashura. This is how you say 12. Shinya Ashura. This is how you say Yakan. Let me make it better. Okay, and I need you to understand exactly what you're doing because it makes this very simple and very easy. Let me fix that too. Y'all good? Okay. Shinya Ashura or 12 is basically now, so basically, like you can say, this is 10 or teens, right? 1 teen, 2 teen. We don't do that in the English, but you don't understand like 15, 13, 16. Basically, that's how this goes. Okay? So basically, we're going to choose a random number 28. And I'm going to show you how the tens place works. So 20 has 2 versions. You can use Shalyam or you can use Aishrayam. They both basically mean the same thing, which is 20. Okay? I'll use Shanyam just because. So this would be Shan. Yam. Ah, damn, why did I choose such a high number? What? No, I'm not like that. Shamar. Nah. I meant to say such a long number. So this would be Shanyam Shimona, right? So, Shan, Khan. Slide one sec, Yam, Shema. Shanyam Shimona. 1 second, y'all. Class already just started. So that's what we have, Shanyam Shimona. Does anyone have any questions online? So we have no. Okay, so you have
I would say yes, Israelite.
Oh, well, no, I already covered that.
Okay.
Khan participating in Hebrew Academy. Okay, Khan, gotta pass it up, class over to priest and officer. You good?
Yeah.
Khan, priest and officer, Hazard.
Yeah.
The brother just asked, I got a request from a brother yesterday, so I wanted to know if you wanted to go over it.
What was the answer for the Israelite?
Yasharali.
Yeah.
Khan. Now, if I have a question though.
Yeah.
Plural is just the name of the people. Because that's what I got when I looked up both Edom and Israel.
Say, I don't know what you mean.
Mean Israelites or Edomites. I got Adawam and Yasharala. Just bear.
Yeah.
Come on, you good.
All right. Yeah, you have a thing. Okay.
Also,
you've seen this. You've seen this many times before, right?
Come on.
You have I do Mia. Right?
I do Mia. Come
Am I spelling right?
Yeah, come on, I do Mia.
Right. And then you have Britannia, right?
Britannia.
Let's get some modern day countries. Asia and we have Lithuania, right? Nigeria.
Land of the Blacks, yeah, come. Right? Ethiopia.
There we go.
Also land of the Blacks.
Ethiopia.
Right.
Ethiopia. Lithuania.
Aren't these all African countries I just named?
Lithuania.
Oh, no, the U is the, yeah, come.
Good.
It's on the ground, sir.
Good. Lithuania. Right. And then you have Narnia.
Really?
Narnia. Oh, you remember that movie?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, Narnia, right? Okay, so as you see here, right? At the end of all these names here, right? But for those who don't know, Idumea is the empire of the Edomites before they took over the Greeks and Romans and named themselves after the Greeks and Romans. The same way how they furthered on into Germania.
Prussia.
Okay, Germania, Prussia, Russia, right? They're not the same, Prussia and Russia, right?
Prussia is Germany.
Prussia is Germany. Germany is Prussia.
Yeah, right.
Okay, right? As you see, they all have the similar ear at the end, right? Ear, right? That ear is to say yeah. All right? So then we have Idumea. Idumea is actually a transliterated Hebrew word to say Adawamia. Right? Adawamia. All right?
When I looked it up, the Y was removed.
The Y was removed.
And I don't. Well, yeah, kind of. Nada is Adamya.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to teach so
Got it.
everyone can get what I'm saying,
Gotcha.
right? But they put this U in there to say W, the
Got
one,
it.
right? So if you read it and they say this Adamya,
Got it.
right? Then you do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let's do it right now, being that you saw it,
Right.
right? Adawam. Okay, I'll put Adawam here,
Right.
right? To make this Adamya, right?
Got it.
Adamya,
Salam, you want to start, sir?
please. All right, Adamya, right? So the Ya, the preposition Ya, right, is how you would say it, because it is to say their nation.
Right.
All right. So this, when you see things behind the nation, things like this,
right,
you see it everywhere. You see Mawa Abia, right? Mawa Abia, Mawa Ab, yeah, right? To say Moabites, right? Moabites, the land of the Moabites,
right?
The land of Moab, right? Who else we got? We got Yasharalia, right? You went over this earlier, right?
Right.
Yashar Allah. Yeah. Yasharalia, yeah? And that's for Israelites.
Right.
Israelite.
Right.
Right? Who else we got on there? We got
Edomite. Yeah.
Ammonite, right?
Right.
That's evil, right?
Yeah.
I'm a
one, yeah.
I'm a one, yeah.
Right.
Right? To say Ammonite. Ammonite is the so-called Japanese people in the world. Yeah, oh my gosh, you can't say that. Even the Moabites and the Ammonites. Yeah, we have proof for everything we say, dum-dums, all right? Just because you guess that it's not, don't mean that it's not. All right? First of all, the Chinese people call themselves the Moabites. Of course they do. You know what I mean? Every nation knows who they are. Right? If you could get me, right? This thing that General Hammond talked about 2 weeks ago, about Saddam Hussein's last message, about long live Mother Persia, death to the Assyrians, something like that. Right? Well, Saddam Hussein was saying that he is a Persian. Right? Am I saying it right? No. Saddam Hussein is Iraq, right?
No, yeah, Saddam Hussein is a Babylonian.
He's a Babylonian.
Yes, and that's to the Persian Empire because Persia took out Babylon.
No. He said long live Mother Persia. He said death to Assyria because the Iranians are the Assyrians.
Yeah, the Assyrians, God.
Right? Okay, look, see if you can find it for me, right?
Saddam Hussein's last words?
Says last words and put long live Mother. Just to see, because we don't know what it's going to say. Long live Mother, just so we can get the search. All right? one is Ammonites. This goes for the tribes too. You know what I mean? Judah, right? Judah will be
Yahweh, yeah.
Yahwadia. This is what I see too, right?
Okay.
Yahwadia.
That's
right?
Benjamin.
And that's to say Judite.
Right.
Benjamin is funny too. Judite. What? Benjamin is one of those little funny just like this too, right?
Okay.
Benjamin says like yum yum.
So you don't even say Bon.
This is what I seen. Let me look it up again. Let me make sure. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. I remember going through this over on the Sabbath service a long time ago, and this is what came up. I'm gonna type it in here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. All right. Benjamin. Okay. We got Judges 3:15. Judges 3:15. I should put it on this right here, right, so everybody can see. I can show it to everybody through this. Okay. Okay. So we know we go to our favorite Hebrew, Greek interlinear Bible app. All right. And I'm going to the book of Judges. All right, 3:15. All right. And when cried out, sons of Israel, to the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, right? He only has one name. It doesn't say Yah here. It doesn't say praise, but they cried out to Yah. It doesn't say Jah. It doesn't say Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya here. All right. And this is not an edit from the Masoretes. That's not what this is, right? Unless you can show me anything that says they edited here, or to say that there's records of the name being replaced here, right? But this is the Lord's name, right? And this is not, they say Yahweh here in English, but the Hebrew is not saying Yahweh. All right? And whatever snake god you're thinking about, that is your misconception of the Most High, because he brought fiery snakes upon the brothers in the wilderness, right? It doesn't make him the snake and the serpent snake god. That's not what that makes them the Most High. And a lot of people say that because they even know the story of the Lord sending serpents among the Israelites. A lot of people don't know the Bible, right? Yeah, a lot of people say a lot of things when they don't know stories of the Bible. They just never read it. They just hear information said by one idiot and passed to another idiot, and then they'll be somewhere else speaking as an idiot to say Yahweh is the serpent snake god, right? Yeah, because Moses turned the staff into a snake, and then the Lord sent fiery serpents, snakes, upon the Israelites in the wilderness who were sinners, right? And by the way, right, snakes only bite you because the Lord sent the snake to bite you. That's in the Bible too. That's in Ecclesiastes 39. All right, look at verses 28 and 29. All right, the Lord says the teeth of serpents, the teeth of serpents and wild beasts, right, to do what? Evil to the sinner and good to the godly. That's in the Bible, right? No problem, right? Now here's Benjamite. Benjamite says, Hayamyan, yeah. Hayamyanya. Huh? Right, sounds close. Right? So Hayam was almost there. Hayam. Yamyan. Yeah, look at it. Go look at it. Yamyanya, right? Yamyanya is to say
Yeah, the left hand.
Benjamite. And that's what it goes into too, right? Yamyan is left. Benjamite. Right? The so-called West Indians. Right? For those out there saying, how do you know the West Indians are Benjamites? You tell me who they are. Right? You told me, and give me your proof, and don't give me your lip, right? About who the Benjamites are. You tell me who the Benjamites are if they're not the West Indians, because we have proof. First of all, the scripture says Benjamites. Paraphrasing, right? Their head. But we should get the scripture, right? Let's get the Benjamite one in Genesis, right? Where their head, the Lord stay between their shoulders, right? Meaning these are people that always think about the punishment of the Lord, right? Judites praise the Lord, right? Judites get rich because they always get rich because the Lord always bless the hand of Judites, and they will say, God did this. You see what I'm saying? Thank the Lord for this. Thank the Lord for this big house in America. You know what I mean? And this drug money, and God is good. You know what I mean? He had a crew in Harlem called the Good and Plenty Crew. You know what I mean? And they were always taught this God is good stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody, Jesus, drug dealers in New York, all around the country wear Jesus pieces. because they're Christian, and they thank God for these diamond chains and Rolls Royces. What is Benjamin saying? Benjamin is saying, look out for the punishments of the Lord. Benjamin's looking at the earthquake and be like, yeah, this is because they have all these batty boys over there. Or they see a tidal wave and say, yeah, they're molesting children over there. That's why God's gonna send them a tidal wave, right? They look at Africans eating monkeys and say, yeah, that's why they got this Ebola and this disease out there. Right? They look at homosexuals having HIV and AIDS and they say, yeah, that's why the Lord gave you these HIV and AIDS, because this Batiism y'all got going over this. This homosexuality stuff y'all got going over there. Right?
Sure.
Right? So that's what it means by son of the right hand. Right? Meaning these people think after the Lord, right? Of course, at the right hand of the Most High is Christ. They just think like, men of the Lord, even in their ignorance, even when they're doing all this Rastafarian crap, right? They're still aware of the Lord will bring punishments on the earth, right?
No questions so far.
Okay, that's a good thing that Mashama just mentioned that, right? So we got the whole idea of how to say "it," right? The Yah is the same Yah you see every day. You wanna know why they say these things? Germany and Lithuania, Ethiopia, Nigeria is because all the languages in the earth all the languages in the earth are birthed out of Hebrew. Right? All languages in the earth are birthed out of Hebrew. Right? So all nations have Yah the end. Ishmaelites, the Arabs, right? Yashmael is the name. Yes. Yashmaelia is the nation. Right? Some more. Mizraimites, Mizraimia. Right? You just keep the same thing going, the same theme going, all right? All right, all the tribes. Shamaiwan, Shamaiwania. Asher, Asharia. All right? God, Gadia. Right? That's how you just, say it or say their nation, all right? Good, right? Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy, you got to know Hebrew Academy words.
Khan, that's what I was asked. I wanted to know if you want to go over it.
Yeah, we should absolutely go over. Unless, we got a lot of things on the books. We got the feast day coming up.
Yeah, Khan.
All right, so we want to get some feast day words. Like, I know we went over some last week, right? But we want to go over that again. Yeah. All right. Okay. Hebrew Academy words right quick.
Khan.
Let's go about it. What do you remember?
Yum yum.
Okay, so we got left.
Right.
We got left.
Which would be Shamal.
And we got right?
Right.
Left, right. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy. Right? Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy, right? Left, right is Shamal. Shamal. Right? Shamal. Right? Shamal. Right? Right is Yam Yan. We just went over that with the tribe of Benjamin. Right? Son of the right hand. Yam Yan. Yam Yan. Right? Yam Yan. Right? Yam Yan. All right? We have the regular everyday class. We say turn is sar. Right. Turn and face the sisters. Right? It's sar. Forward is Taza'id, right?
Taza'id, come. No, wait, isn't Taza'id March?
Taza'id is March.
Right, Taza'id is March.
We say something else. We say some forward.
Forward, we say forward March. But
Taza'id is March.
Right, come.
March is Taza'id. Right? Taza'id. right? What else we got there? Forward, Mutaza'id. I.S.U.P.K is what? Return?
Yeah, come back. About face, basically.
Right, I.S.U.P.K. About face. How would you say about face? What's a real English way of saying about face? Reverse?
Yeah, come.
Reverse or return, right? Return. Return is it, right? Return. If you have a CD player, you see a little symbol that go like this, with an arrow that go like this, because it's how you about face, right? And the word is I.S.U.P.K. All right, so you got plenty weeks of Hebrew Academy, right? So for whatever we missed today, we'll get next week, and the week after, and the week after, and the week after, and the week after that. All right. All right. You might hear your Hebrew Academy say this once or twice. If you're rolling with Captain Qadash, you might. I'll definitely be saying it because I can't promise I go every week, but definitely I am with the instructor in the Hebrew Academy. I was there last Sunday. Of course, I make garments and I'm now making these new pirate shirts and I'm still making the meat trees, right? So work is plenty, but then we have brothers to share the burden, all right? And definitely one of these Sundays, I will be sharing the burden of the other instructors, right, in torturing you, right? Your luck is a word that you will hear. We go over this all the time. You go to a Arab corner store, they say yalla, 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 yalla. They're bullying somebody saying yalla, yalla. It's yalak. They say yalak, they say go. Right? Halak means walk. Halak means walk. Right? Halak means walk. Sar, march to the eye, yum sar. You're gonna hear this. Pagai go on.
Right.
Pagai. Pagai means fall. Pagai means fall. We know that.
Bawa means on him.
Bawa means on him.
Oh, that shucks.
Right? Bawa means on him. Right? And we know that ba is a preposition to say on or in.
Right.
And wa is a possessive to say him. Him or his, right? What are we missing out here? I mean, write this down, man. Who's online not taking notes in Hebrew Academy? If I find out someone online is in Hebrew Academy right now, right, and they're online right now, right? Look to see if there's anyone in Hebrew Academy. Right? If I say one of these on Sunday and they don't do it, you know what I mean, I'm gonna expect a decent amount of push-ups, man. I mean, what are we out wasting our time? I mean, we ain't out here to race all the way to Harlem, teach class for 2 hours, right? Just for us to learn nothing. You gotta study, man. You see what I'm saying? We don't teach these classes for nothing. We teach these classes to have an understanding of how we should be as better persons. All right? You go to brotherhood class to learn brotherhood. You go to brotherhood class and then your brotherhood is crap. You know what I mean? Come on now. You know what I mean? You're gonna go to law class on Wednesday, right? And then learn the law and then go outside and break the law. Then what's the flipping point? Right? Let's get serious, man. All right? Let's get into this, man. Write this down. People online, whoever's out there, you should be learning. You should be writing this down. You gonna sit in class, say attendance. Look at me, I'm signing in. Let me get my trooper shit. I want my Hebrew name. I signed in. Ain't done nothing. I go say Shama all, Sar, and then you don't even know what this squiddly down I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Come on now. Right? About it. What else we got in mind? Nothing, man.
Right.
I can't remember much more, right? Forward, march. Forward, can't remember the forward. What's the other ones? There's a couple other ones. With the Zah step.
The Zah step, yeah.
With the Zah step. The Zah step is after the shape of the Zah.
Right.
Right? And it's the Zah step. Right? Would you say the step? when we say the step, we wouldn't say the step, right? It's Za Taza'ai. That's what they said, right? Za Taza'ai, right? So there's something called a Za step, right? The Za step.
And there's one that's actually named in Hebrew, right? There's a step or a... No, the Barak.
Oh, there we go. The Barak, right? The Barak. We know Barak means blessed.
Right.
Barak is also a word that is also used as salute. Is there another word that says salute? Yes. But this salute, just like as in many salutes in the Bible, right? One word is say Barak. We know Barak actually means blessed, right? Because when you salute a brother in our culture, right, you're blessing him. You pray in the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai Barakatha. That's the Barak and Barakatha means blessed. And it's our way of saying salute. Like, yo, bless him. Salute him. He made it to the class. He made it to the Hebrew Academy. He must care about some brothers out here. He made it here on time. He must care about some brothers out here. You know what I mean? Bless him. Salute him. And in this saluting is going to be his blessing. All right? We've all inherited a lot of blessings in here. You know what I mean? Because, you know, over time, just a show of brotherhood. You know what I mean? Just a show of brotherhood over time, the Lord blesses you with that. And the Lord does not bless fake Israelite groups, right? Because their brotherhood is crap. Their brotherhood is garbage. You see what I'm saying? They don't fight demons like how we are taught to fight demons in here. You see what I'm saying? They're not taught that. They just taught to learn scriptures and be the scripture master and break down this, try to break down things better than UPK. And some of them might sound smart. But you join that group, you're gonna make a sad mistake, because you're gonna get your kids molested in there. And your brotherhood is crap. And you absolutely regret going into them fake Israelite groups. Like many come here and tell us about these fake Israelite groups. I've never been there, I can't tell you nothing about them, but other brothers that went there told me about it. Told me about the I.S.U.P.K, told me about the Shikari, told me about the GMS, tell you about the HO, one of the HO something, right? One of them, right? Whatever it is, the ICGJC, the Candy Canes, right? Tell you about all of them. Tell you about the AEOI, right? And I know nowadays there's a ton more out there. I went on Clubhouse and they got some other group, I don't know, all right? But I know there's a ton of there's 3 times or 4 times as many groups that's out there now that we don't even know about, because everyone is just creating their own crackpot corner group, because everyone's into division. No one's looking for unity. No one's saying go to the UPK where it started. Everyone says, oh no, it is not UPK. It started with the wannabe Jewish cats in Chicago who respected the white man Jew, the white Jew. And they just say, oh, UPK. Then it started, oh, FS Cherry, he knew he was an Israelite. Whatever, right? Well, FS Cherry didn't have the truth. Neither did the cats that went to Demona. Or they would have never went to Demona. Simply, you can't. If you're in the truth, you don't go to Demona. Right?
They get kicked out.
Huh? And they got kicked out because they're not in the truth. They got kicked out because they didn't know what they're doing. And whoever the cat was, Ben Army or whatever, he's not a man of the Lord. He's not a prophet of God, right? He didn't have the truth. Simple, right? Or else they would have never did that, right? Here's how you know the truth is in here. Crap went on in here, and the Lord removed everybody out of here, except the ones who was not doing the crap. You know what I'm saying? The Lord performed the flood of Noah in here. That's what the Lord did, right? And he won't do it again. The Lord said the latter is greater than the former. If you can get me a scripture too. You have Saddam Hussein message?
Salaki, I couldn't find exactly what you're looking for. He was talking about some other cat. Mudar al-Sadid.
No, Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, no, that's what he was saying.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll read what I got.
In the meantime, Leviticus 23. right? High holy day words. Okay.
Those from CNN.
Okay. Hebrew Academy said it's for all for Hebrew Academy words. This is all for CNN. What's that saying? Is that Saddam Hussein's last words? Does it say Saddam Hussein's last words?
Hussein, a Sunni.
No.
Huh?
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, come.
So Saddam's last name, his name is Saddam Husseini?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Hussein, a Sunni, uttered one last phrase before he died, saying, Muqtada al-Sadir, in a mocking tone, according to Haddad's account.
Okay, and that's it?
Come.
They're not breaking it down?
As the noose, was tightened around Hussein's neck, one of the executioners yelled, "Long live Muqtada al-Sadir," Haddad said, referring to the powerful anti-American Shiite religious leader. Hussein, a Sunni, uttered one last phrase before he died, saying Muqtada al-Sadir in a mocking tone, according to Haddad's account. The judge said Hussein appeared totally oblivious to what was going on around him. I was very surprised he was not afraid of death. Basically, they're going to talk about him, Hussein dying.
Okay. But that's not the one we're looking for.
Okay.
We must look it up in a time where we're more relaxed and can really research things. All right. Way in the bar, right? This is Leviticus 23:1. Right? Leviticus 23:1. This is what you're gonna come across all the time when you get to reading the service on your high holy days, all of them, right? All of the high holy days. Remember now, not all feast days are high holy days, right? Hanukkah is not a high holy day, right? What's the other one? That's not Purim is not a high holy day, right? High holy days are listed in Leviticus 23 only, as we are in Leviticus 23. All right. Right. So Yah the bar, right? Wa means and Yah means he, and the bar means speak. Right? Who's speaking? The Most High. Right? The most high. Right? Right? So what I'm doing here is I'm creating my own interlinear on the board so you can see it. Right? Wa Yah the bar, right? Al.
So it's all, not Allah.
Hell no. Allah is power. Al is onto, right? If you say Allah, you're saying God, right? So okay, it's a good thing you ask that though, right? You have Allah, you have Al, and you have Allah, right? Now it's a good thing you said that because now this is where the connectors. Everyone asks about the connectors, right? This is where the connectors come into play because one is Al and one is Allah, right? So the connectors make the difference between the sounds, whether the last letter or is going to be sounded out, or the vowel on the last letter is going to be dropped. All right? So now this is joined, right? So now this is pronounced as la, right? Where this one is pronounced as and then this is the la sound because they both have individual connectors, right? So the sound is not dropped. All right, good, right? And now, what does al mean? Al, as in al, with no a at the end, being that the la is connected to the right? It means unto, right? And Allah, right? Like this, is to say power, right? Or God in the singular. God with a small G-O-D. Right? God with a small G-O-D. right? That's Allah, right? That is Allah, right? Allah. Sometimes you even see it be with a H on the end, right? Or more often actually, right? It'll be written like so, Allah, right? This and this is the same, right? Just different spellings in different places, right? Allah, right? This is where the Muslims try to, Islam, not Muslim, Islam. Arabic being a cognate language to Hebrew, right? Meaning Arabic is one of the languages that is birthed out of Hebrew, just like English, just like many languages in the earth, right? They share certain words, and this is the word they use for God, being that it means God or power, right? But of course, this is not the name of the Most High, right? So Allah, right? Where the la it still gets to be sounded out here. The la gets to be sounded out here, and it's like Allah is here. It'll be Allah with a H here, right? Right? And that means the same thing, power, or God, small G-O-D. All right? Okay? Moses said this unto who? Right? And he speak. Who's speaking? The Most High is speaking, right? Unto, who's the Lord talking unto? Masha. Right? Masha. Right? And Masha is the Hebrew name for Moses. Right? Moses. Right? And it says what? La Amar. La Amar. La Amar. Right? La is a preposition to say to, and Amar is a preposition to say stay. Right? And you gotta remember this word right here. Amar is a word you have to remember in the Hebrew, because you're gonna come across it very, very, very often, all right? Okay. Let's see if we got any questions on the line right quick before we go too far ahead. Okay, a real one, right? There's no fixed definition for the Most High's name, right? And trust that whatever book you're reading from the white man, right? Trust that the white man does not have the true meaning of the Lord's name, right? Can people speculate and say, yeah, it means something about existing and he who exists, or he to be, or something like that? According to English intellectual scholarly books, yes. But is that what the Lord will come down and tell you his name is? No. All right. Furthermore, the Lord did not say that is his name. That's what his name means. All right. What's the name? What's the name? A real one, right? A real one, right?
Right.
Break down the name of Judah. Right? Do that for me, right? Break down what is Judah's name. All right, you do that. You do that. Why you doing all that speculating and stuff like that? Break down what does Judah's name mean. Break it down in the Hebrew. All right. And then then I'll get to you. My officer by the computer right here. He will relate to me what you said. Right. I will go from there. All right. What is the breakdown of Judah's name? Go. Okay. What else we got on the book? Well, yeah, the question. Someone asked you a question yesterday, right?
Yeah, no, they wanted the just that the name the Hebrew Academy vocabulary.
Okay. Okay. Let me get 1 Corinthians 13:1 if I could, all right? There's something I'm supposed to go over again. Salam. What is salam? Of course, we know to get our Strong's Concordance into play, right? We have the, I use the one on the Kindle app. I'll go my Amazon Kindle and I'll get the Strong's Concordance. Of course, we got the books here too, right? But a book is a book. And I'm looking for a word here, right? That were obvious today. It was salam, which was rooted in the word salal. I can't remember right now, but I want to get it. Right? Okay, here we go. It says salal. Salal means to exalt. Right? And there's a word that came out of it called salam. Right? It's good for education, right? Oh, there we go. Ladder. Right? Right? By the way, everyone has heard of Jacob's ladder, right? Ladder is written only one time in the entire Old Testament, right? I don't know if it's in the New Testament at all. I don't know if it's in the Apocrypha at all, right? But I think ladder is only written one time in the entire Bible, right? And the word ladder is from the word salam, right? Right? Just so you know, just so we know, ladder is the word salam in Hebrew, right? And the word ladder comes from the word exalt. Exalt, right? But the word exalt is salal. Salal. Right? Good, right? So, assalamu alaikum doesn't work in our language because salam means ladder. All right? Now, of course, salam is translated to shalom based on the dialect the Lord gave them and the language the Lord gave them and did not give to us, nor is it to be mixed with ours. All right? Mixing Arabic culture, whether it be the scarf or anything, whether it be a dashiki or any African-looking shirt that people are putting fringes at the bottom of the shirt, talking about the Hebrews, right? That is what you call fornicating with other women, right? What's the scripture in Revelation 14 about 144,000, right? These are they that were not defiled with women, right? When you see a fake Israelite group wearing Arabic Muslim scarf, talking about he's an Israelite, that is being defiled with a woman. All right? When you see Hebrew Israelites walking around with a dashiki, as if it is Israelite culture, wear fringes on the bottom of their shirt on a dashiki, that is being defiled with women. First of all, we don't wear fringes on the bottom of t-shirts. Wearing a fringe on the bottom of a t-shirt is being defiled with women. That Revelation 14 talked about, right? These are they that were not defiled with women. These are they that don't wear tassels on the bottom of their t-shirt. Right? Why do you wear why do you wear a tassel, a curtain rim at the bottom of your t-shirt like the Assyrians do, right? It's because you learned to be an Israelite from Jewish people, and there are Jewish, white, Caucasian Jewish people that do that wear fringes at the bottom of their t-shirt, right? So a lot of people who got kicked out of school or left the school, kicked out by the Spirit of the Lord a long time ago, probably in the 90s or so, right? They were doing these things where they were wearing these curtain rims, fringes at the bottom of their t-shirt because they learned it from the white Jew out in Brooklyn, right? Where some white Jewish people around America would do that, and the fake Israelites in Chicago would do that. You see what I'm saying? And that is from the Jewish white man, and that is not Israelite culture. Why? Because that culture came from another nation, and the culture of the other nation, right, is the woman. All right? Right? So, you know, if you wear, according to the scriptures, if you wear fringes at the bottom of, if you wear fringes at the bottom of your t-shirt, more than likely you're not going to be 144,000. All right? Right? Okay, is there any more questions online? Arua went and give no response to the breakdown of Judah's name.
Nope.
He wouldn't break down the Most High's name, but he can't break down.
Exists, Elohim of your ancestors, Elohim of Abraham, Elohim.
Right, so he can break down the Most High's name, but he can't break down the names of mankind on earth. Good, man. All right. Here's a scripture for you, right? For the brother right there, right? Here's 1 John 4:20, right? If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he have seen, how can he love God, who he have not seen? Right? So how can you break down the Most High's name, who you cannot see, who has never given you a breakdown, and his breakdown is not available in the Bible, but you can break down the name of men that you can see and whose names are available in the Bible? That's First John 4:20, all right? That's 1 John 4:20 for you right there. Right? Here's the scripture, right? Read it again, right? If a man say, I love God, a lot of them say, yeah, we love God, we love the Most High, we love Yahweh, right? Or what the figures like say, Kal Halal Yahweh, right? Or praise the Most High, praise the Most High. Figures like say, all praises, right? Because they love God, right? But what do? They hate their brother in their own Israelite group. How can a man say he loves God and he hates his own brothers in his own Israelite groups? Those ones are your brothers, right? Count the I.S.U.P.K as your enemy because you always hated us. Let's be real, right? That's cool, right? But you hate but in our Israelite group in the UPK, the camp of the Most High, we love our brothers in here. You see what I'm saying? Abadi is my brother right in the room with me, right, Abadi?
Right.
Haven't we had frictions before?
Right.
Haven't we resolved those frictions? We talked about those things, right? We go. There's brothers in UPK that after the council, and we get back together and have cookouts and work together and organize together and operate together as brothers in here. But you won't find that in these fake Israelite groups, right? You create a brother in there, y'all enemies for life, right? That's the difference between us and y'all, because we will live after the commandments of Christ. So if a brother offends you, go to him and him alone. Because a brother will offend you. It's a part of life. Your wife might offend you. You know what I mean? Your wife might be offended by you. You know what I mean? Ask them how these marriages going on in these other Israelite groups. You can't love your sister who you've seen. Right? Some of your sisters, so the sisters in the other Israelites, you can't love your own husband, who is your brother, who you see. How can you love the Most High? All right? Let's get some of these words on the board. So we got God already, right? How can you love God, right? Right? A man say, I love God. How you say I love God in Hebrew? Ahab. Ahab. And then God is translated here as the Most High, right? Yahweh. Right? They preposition to say I. They preposition to say I. Ahab is to say love. Right? And we know the Most High, the name is Yahweh. Right? So nobody gonna break down the Most High's name for me. If you can't break down mankind who you can't see. Because you can't see God and the Lord ain't talk to you. All right? Unless you get high and you think the Lord is talking to you. You got voices in your head, no problem, man. Demons talking to you saying that he's God, no problem. I guess you, right? Hate, right? A man say he loved them. Okay, first of all, am, if, right? Am is how you say. Okay, let me try to translate at the top, right? Let's get the whole thing, right? And by the way, I got like this. My vocabulary is like this because I've attended the Sabbath service, right? If a man say, right, am is how you say if in Hebrew, right? If man say, right, man is what? Man is, okay, hold on, I got it right now. Asha is woman. Adama could be man. Ayash is man, right? Ayash. Right? We don't want to say if a man, right? There's no way to say a in Hebrew. We get straight to the point, right? To say what? If one man, that's not what it's saying here. That's not how we talk, right? If man, we talk like Jamaicans in Hebrew. We talk like ghetto brothers from down south. Ebonic, strong down south, slave, nigger, black talk. That's how we talk in Hebrew, right? If man say, right? And we went over say a while ago. What does say? So put online right now. Type in your keyboard right now. How do we say in Hebrew? How do you say the word say? To say. Right? To say, you're saying this. How do you say say? S-A-Y. How do you say the Hebrew? Type in the keyboard right now. Hurry up. Let's go. 10, 9. Come on, let's go. 5. Let's go. 3, 2. Hurry up. I'm waiting on you. I ain't going to count to 1. Forget 1. All right? Right now, how do you say in Hebrew? Mr. A real one, right? We don't need you to tell us this. We have the Bible, right? We know the Most High gets upset and he causes earthquakes in Haiti. And shut up, all right? You know, you're not heavy. All right, you're not deep. Salakia, you know what I mean? You're just not heavy, Yak. All right? You can go share to someone who doesn't know anything about God, right? There's Christians out there that think that God is all love. Go tell them that. All right? Don't waste your time in here doing all that, all right? All right. Nobody, even Mr. A real one, who's not paying attention to the class, right? Because he can't focus because he's not disciplined, right? He's not disciplined, so he cannot even pay attention in class. He's out of tune of this radio station here, right? But the word say, we went over a while. We just went over this. The word say is amar, right? Amar is how you say, right? If a man say, what are they saying? They say, I love God, right? Right? They say, I love God. They say they love the Most High, right? Well, what do they do? And hate his brother, right? By the way, this is First John. This is the New Testament, right? So this is not available in Hebrew, really, right? But we're trying to get the words for you, right? And hate his brother, right? and, so and in the Hebrew is wa, right? Wa is and, right? Shana'a is how you say hate. Na'a. Shana'a is hate. Right? His brother, right? You know, brother in Hebrew is Ak. Right? Ak is brother. Right? How do you say his brother in Hebrew? His. We went over this today too. We went over this. We wrote down Pagaiba at the bottom to fall on him. Right? I gave it away, right? Pagaiba, right? Wa is how you say him. Right? His, right? Brother his. Right? He is a liar. Right? He is a liar, right? Meaning Hawa'a. Hawa'a is how you say he by itself. Is how you say he by itself in the formal way, right? He is. A lot of time we wouldn't say is. Sometimes we can say is, but you say is by saying the ghetto black way, which is be. He be a liar. All right. Now we need the word for liar though. Right? That's a word we haven't really come across. Right? Liar in the Hebrew is, it's not even coming up. Okay, here we go. Liars. 3584. Right? Is Qadash. I've never heard this before, right? That's cool. Right? Qadash is the word for lie, right? Qadash. He Qadash. Qadash. Right? Liar. Right? Now let me just see if there's another word for liar. Right? Don't see none yet. Oh, keep going. For me, everything's saying familiar. Me a liar. There we go. There's a liar right here. And a liar says in Hebrew 356, it says kasab. Liar, vain. This one says kazab. All right, so we have kazab, you have kakash, and you have kazab. Kazab is liar. Right? It sounds easy to say, right? 3576. There's another 3576, right? And it's kazab again in the book of Job. All right. So we have one liar in the book of Job. We have one liar in the book of in Deuteronomy. Okay, Deuteronomy says the kakash, right? It proves the root to be untrue in word. Deceive, disassemble, submit. Deceive, lie, deny. Let me see the context. Proverbs. Lest that be full and deny thee. Okay, well this is about more rejecting or not admitting or dealing falsely, right? Well, that's kakash. So kakash is more dealing falsely, right? Say deal, so like a deal falsely. Falsely, meaning you're a con artist, kakash. Kakash is a con artist, right? Kazab is more the word for liar, right? Where it says your words are untrue. All right. So we're gonna roll the word kazab, all right? Right? Kazab is the word for liar, right? If a man say he loves the Most High and hates his brother, he liar, right? Hebrew, let's go Hebrew. Ayash, Amor, Ahab, Yahweh, Wa Shana'a Akwa, Hawa'a Kazab. Right? If a man say, I love the Most High and hate his brother, he is a liar. All right? Good, right? Is there any more questions online about it? Okay. All right. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he have not seen, how can he love the Most High? For he who loveth not his brother, whom he has seen, how can he love God, who he has not seen? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Precisely so. All right. And that goes for any brother out there who's starting an Israelite group out in another country, right? A brother comes around you and says, I love Commander YAHANNA, I love General Hyman, I love Captain Zaya, right? But he doesn't love you who's with you in Brazil, right? How can he love someone who's abroad, right? When he doesn't know how to love at all, because he wouldn't be able to express that love to these other brothers that are abroad if he cannot show love to the brothers that's around him, right? He might go abroad and he might be a friend in the season for that time while things are merry. But going through everyday trials and tribulations and battles, right? He might not abide with you in that day. He might not stay with you in that day, right? All these cats out there, that's the fake Israelite group. They love God, they love God, they love God, but they wouldn't even stay with their brothers where they professed the love of God. When they was in the I.S.U.P.K, before they left, they started a fake Israelite group, right? And guess why they left guess why they left to start the fake Israelite group? Because they gave in to their sins. Because they served their sins. They wanted to rape. They wanted to smoke weed, which the Lord said is an ungodly thing to do. Right? They wanted to celebrate their birthday, which the Lord said is an ungodly thing to do. What's some things they do about it?
Snitch.
They wanted to snitch, give their brother over to the oppressor, which is an ungodly thing to do. Well, okay, a criminal got to go to jail now, right? Okay, a criminal should be put to death.
Slapping.
All right?
You're supporting evil.
They're supporting evil.
Yeah.
All right? Give me some more things that brothers, do in New York. They wanted to molest children. Polite molested some kids, right? Polite will say, Polite shot the Bible. I mean, it's clear he don't love God. The dumbass went to a shooting range to shoot up the Bible and said, now where's the Holy Bible? Because he doesn't like the God of the Bible, right? He hates God, the God of the Bible. And he's on trial right now for molesting a 14-year-old girl. All right? Okay? Right? Drug dealers don't love God. If you sell weed, you don't love God. Right? Because the Lord said you suffer not a witch to live. Right? But you rebel against the Lord and you go out and you go sell that weed. Right? You go out, you rebel against the Lord and go buy prostitutes. And you rebel against the Lord and you go have sex with white girls, which is marrying a heathen. I got a scripture for that also, right? First Ezra 9 and 7. The brothers be coming with that crap. Oh, dude, the Deuteronomy 7 and 3 only says these nations. You can't see with these nations. Now let's get First Ezra 9 and 7, right? First Ezra 9 and 7. So Ezra arose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed the law in marrying strange wives, thereby to increase the sins of Israel. You know what I mean? You out there, having sex with white girls, man, you the reason why we all jammed up. You see what I'm saying? Because if Israel has already been sinning, Israel should be looking for repentance. But you're a Christian, claiming to be a man of God, You're in a fake Israelite group claiming to love God. So you say you love the Most High, but you are adding sins to the already high list of sins that's in Israel already. You should be trying to decrease it. You should be trying to be like the I.S.U.K. But you try to, but you fail because the Spirit of the Lord is not on you, right? All right? Mm-hmm. And now by confessing, give glory unto the Lord, unto the Most High power of our fathers. Now, how do you confess to give glory to the Most High? You confess to give glory by doing the thing, right, that gives glory to the Most High. When you go out and have sex with these white girls out there, right, and by prostitutes, you are not confessing glory to the Most High, right? You are confessing your acts to glorify the opposite elements of the Most High, which will be given into your demons, which is Satan. You confess your demons. That's what you do, right? You don't confess that you serve out the Most High power of our fathers, right? By smoking weed, or by buying prostitutes, or by molesting children. What do? You're confessing yourself to be a sinner before the Lord. You don't confess His glory. You don't look glorious to the Most High. That's why all your garments look gay. You know what I mean? You look just like how you are. You look gay. You look gay and you look weird and strange, right? And you're defiled with women wearing all them tassels in the bottom of your t-shirts, right? Verse 9, and do His will. Smoking weed is not the Lord's will, right? And separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and from strange women. All right, there you go, right? There you go, right? Good, right? Now, if you're married to a heathen woman already, you have to keep them, right? Now, don't go and have sex with no more white women, man. Don't marry no Arab. Don't marry no Indian. If you have already, you have to stay with them because you're married. You're not allowed to divorce, right? Okay. Any questions online? La, right? I guess everyone online knows more Hebrew than me, so they just checking on me to make sure that I'm getting things correct, making sure that I'm making no errors. We want questions, y'all. All right, we want questions. Questions are good, all right? Gather your questions from up in the week. All right. We have the word ra'ai, right? The word for hungry. You're hungry. The word is ra'ai. Ra'ai, right? Thirsty. I know these are questions our bodies going to really use, right? A body is being a stellar officer in the school. He will ask you if you want my young. You know what I mean? He's going to ask you if you want your young, right? And that's a good one to put on the board too, right? Right? Because a body is a real brother. You fake it like you're not, right? You can't hold out in to stick around with brotherhood in a long lasting time like a body does. Right? A body is a real man of the Lord, right? A body shows that he loves his brothers because he stayed, he's loyal, and y'all not, y'all traitors. Y'all go off and say, oh yeah, the hell with you, you guys I spent all these years with. I'm gonna go out there and you really ruin new brothers, right? And you teach them to hate the brothers that you once loved. What kind of crap is that? You know what I mean? Is that love? Is that brotherhood? Is that brotherhood in Christ? To get new brothers only to teach them to hate Commander YAHANNA. Where before they met you, they didn't know anything about Commander YAHANNA, whether to love him or hate him. But you taught them to hate him. I mean, all these red cats around here talking, oh yeah, but Commander, you don't know Commander YAHANNA, dumb. You've never met him. If you met him, you say this is the most kind and polite man on the earth, right? Because he even invites all of you to come to his cookout. He invites you to come to class. He invites you to join to even if you want, you can join the school or be your friend, right? Commander Junior Hana doesn't see you in a fake Israelite group and be evil to you, right? He still salutes the brothers that he knew in the past. They took all that cover by him, and then when they see him, they all buddy with Commander Junior Hana, and Commander Junior Hana is looking to be your friend because he's a friendly man, right? Was he a soldier on the law back then? Yes, and he still is today. You see what I'm saying? As his role as you know, whatever role was given him in the past, he had to be hard on a lot of brothers. Just like how brothers have to be hard on other brothers to get them right and strong today. And he made a lot of men strong. And a lot of men gave up and were weak and went out into the world and showing their weakness by hating a man that was trying to build them up. Crazy. It's crazy. It's you know. Anyways. Mayam, man. Mayam, we know Mayam is water. Mayam is water. Right? Yayan is strong. Right? I think it's more wine, right? Right, buddy?
Huh?
Yayan is more wine, right?
Yes, sir.
I know there's another word for strong drink.
It's like a real one talking about crap.
Huh?
Real one's talking about crap.
Yeah, real one, he sucks penis, man. You can block him or do whatever you want. All leave him out. Yeah, block him. Block him and delete all of his messages because it's empty anyways, all right? Strong drink. Oh, we got the word for drink here. The word drink is shathar, right? The word drink. Right? And just to let you know, real one, here's why you're being blocked, right? You're being blocked because you're talking crap, which is not even along the, not even along the things you could talk crap about, which is along the line of this class, right? You want to come teach us about the Lord? We don't need you to teach us about the Lord, right? How about you go out and teach someone else about the Lord? You know what I'm saying? And then in due time, right? We'll put our teaching of the Lord against your teaching of the Lord, and we'll see who's victorious. Right? See us, man. We have camp on Saturdays, not this Saturday though, right? We have camp Saturdays right here in Harlem, right? In Lennox Avenue and 125th Street. Right? Every Saturday we're there with 125th Street and Lennox Avenue. And we're also in your local city. Like, what city are you in? Like, well, he blocked me. He can't answer now, right? But, you know, know that we're in your city. We're in a city near you. We got schools in Nebraska. You know where Nebraska is? We have schools in Omaha, Nebraska. We have schools in Idaho. We're not hard to find, you know? We have schools in the UK, Trinidad, Brazil. You know what I mean? Come on now. Come on. Right? Shathar, right? Right? You're gonna fight me over the keyboard when I'm not equipped with a keyboard. Shathar is drink. All right? We know that eat is akal, right? Eat is akal. You're gonna do a whole lot of that on Monday. Right? Eat is akal. All right? Strong drink is shakar. All right? Strong drink. Strong drink. Strong drink. Right? Is I put too much writing on the board here. Or should I put it? No, I'm gonna maintain my format. Right, I'm gonna stick it over here somewhere. Right. Strong drink. Right. Strong drink is shakar. Right. That's shikari. Right. Shikari, you're drinking a lot of strong drink right now. Shakari drinking that Shakar. Right? Because she done messed up. Came last place in her last, whatever. Right? She had a lot of pressure from, imaginary, social media, which is just talk that you can't see. So she's under pressure by looking at the phone and is writing with people that's showing hate to her through writing on the screen like a real one over here, right? And that right here is, is destroying her mental, So she gotta smoke weed and have strong drink, right? That's what she gotta do. That's what she does, right? She smokes weed and she will be trying to block it out with strong drink. Shakari Robinson or Richardson. I think it's Shakari Richardson. I believe her name is our body, right? Yeah, right. So Shakar, looks like Shakari, strong drink, right? Okay, good. Prayers, right? Prayers. We're gonna bring that to the table, right? With the camera, right?
What, the camera?
Yeah. We're gonna get some of these prayers, if I could, right? You got it? Okay.
Yeah, come on. Should be good. Slap it back, sir. Bring it back.
As a matter of fact, we gotta put it on the table, right?
Slap it.
We gotta put it on the table, right? Okay, just help me out right quick.
Yeah. Okay. You want to put it actually on?
Yeah, put it on the table. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. How we look there? Okay, Torah. Okay. Okay, so here we are, right? We have the prayers. Let's just make sure that the view is good in Torah, right? Okay. Any questions online? You know what I mean? Any real questions online? You can still put them in, all right? Okay. Now, prayer word. Oh, we still gotta go over the Leviticus 23, right? Let's get the Leviticus 23 on here and get some prayer word. We're short of time. Okay.
You still need this or?
What's that?
No, you need a tongue like this or no?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I can
Okay.
properly follow along with,
All right.
Okay, so I can aim this down a little bit. Okay, good. Right. So this is the bar we talked about, right? So this is Leviticus 23:1. All right, Leviticus 23:1. You start off, you're gonna read in the Hebrew. Of course, it's Assyrian Hebrew. All right. So we have to get into the Assyrian Hebrew. We have Abadia. Let me get the Hebrew sheet in the back if I correct quick, right?
John on sir.
Right. We know the Syrian Hebrew. We're reading from right to left, right? And it's Waya Dabar Yahweh al Masha. And as it says, this is how the interlinear app goes. All right. You got English on the top, Hebrew right underneath it, similar to how I was writing on the board. All right. And the Most High spake. Right. It says, and he speak. Waya Dabar, the water. Right. Yahweh al Masha. La Amar is to say, right? The Bar al Banya. Banya is my son, right? Yasharala is Israel, right? Here we go again. Wa Amarath, right? The Amar is to say again, because you're going to see this word over and over again, right? Al-ham. Al is to say unto, right? Click on it, it's going to say what? Into or towards, right? But it's used as to say unto, right? Unto, right? Just keep in mind that al means unto, like we broke down on the board earlier, right? Ham is what? Ham is a possessive to say them, right? Masculine, right? Shalom, Adawam. I'm new and would like to learn numbers. We did what's his name? Whitney Stanford, right? We did numbers at the beginning of class, all right? So what you can do is you can either rewind right now, or you can just you can wait till 10 minutes until class is done, and then you'll restart for you, all right? But we did numbers at the beginning of class, all right? All right. Alham, onto them, right? Mawa'id, right? Mawa'id is the word for feast here, right? That's the word for feast, right? You break down, you go into the concordance, it says what? An appointed time, place, or meeting, all right? An appointment in a fixed time or season, specifically a festival, right? So when you think of Mawa'id, when you see the word Mawa'id, think of that same kind of thinking, where it's a feast day in an appointed time or season or a festival at a certain time of the year. It has a date. And that date is the same time every year according to the Hebrew appointing of time, which is by the moon and stars, right? The moon and stars is not for you to be afraid of. It's nothing for any man to worship. It's only to tell the time, all right? Good, right? And we have the Lord's name again. The Lord's name is Yahweh. It does not say, I don't read a higher, Ashara higher here for the Lord's name. No sweat, Whitney, all right? Come on, all right? We don't see a higher Ashara higher here. We don't see Yah here, right? We don't see, this is Hebrew. This ain't English. Just don't read Jehovah. There's no J's in Hebrew, right? Right? And then we have which is a ashar here. Ashar is a common word, as you know, in a context, in a certain context where it is where it's used as happy. This is not one of them. This is the context where it's used as what? That, which, that is, which. I mean, whom, which, when, right? Or even sometimes be, right? Right. So when you hear them say a higher ashar, a higher, right? A higher ashar right here just means which, right? It's not a name. Which is not a title, right? It's just a word that connects words in a sentence structure, right? Right? Sa qura'a wa, right? Sa qura'a wa, right? First of all, right? Let's get this right here. This is what we're translating right here, right? This is the UPK. You see many, if you're in a fake Israelite group right now, you've probably seen this before, right? This is a Hebrew alphabet chart from the I.S.U.P.K, right? Many fake Israelite groups, I think all of them, they steal this, and what they do is they cut off the top up here, and you'll see this, and they're showing it to you like, you know, they made it. They present it to you like this, and they're telling you to learn this, right? And they will be against the Should of David, right? And they'll still have it on there, right? So I think one group even covered up with whiteout the Should of David, and then they'll say, yeah, you should teach this, learn this, right? When it comes from UPK, right? So as you see here, we have with the Y is right here, right? This is how the Y is written in Assyrian, right? It's the same Y in the Hebrew, right? So now when we're going to the we're reading Tha Qara'awa, right? Slack it, where we at? We're at verse 3, right? Tha Qara'awa, right? That Tha at the beginning means future tense. Future tense. Future tense is to say Tha at the beginning of the word, Tha, right? Qara'a is the word. Korah is the word. This is the setup of all Hebrew words. All Hebrew word, every Hebrew word is constructed of 3 letters, right? And it will be adjoined with a preposition at the beginning, right? Slakia, right? A preposition at the beginning, right? Which will be this one right here, right? Trying to make sure I can point to it properly. Tha, right, is a preposition, right? Qua, ra'a is the main word, and the wa at the end is the possessive, right? Meaning what? You can look at this and count more than 3 words, right? So when you count more than 3 words, you have to look for all of the tenses to be able to distinguish what the word is saying, right? Because you know the makeup of all Hebrew words is about 3 words, right? Minus names, right? All right, right? So the Y at the end is he, right? A thumb is to say you all, plural, a thumb, right? It's like how you say y'all, you all. In America, black Americans will say y'all, or y'all, stop, why y'all keep talking like that? Y'all this. A thumb is how you say y'all, plural, right? You know, singular would be a tha. Yahweh Bashim Shabrak a tha, right? Good, right? Ma Kora'awa, right? Ma Kora'ah. First of all, Kora'ah, right? Kora'ah, like the same one over here, right? It means to call, right? You are called to a feast day, right? Everyone has to be there. First of all, whoever is not there is dead, right? Or not slacking, not dead. You're cast out. You're treated like a stranger, right? Everyone has to be there. Anyone who's loyal to our race, and loyal to our history, and loyal to our culture, they will be there, and we will be at 2279 3rd Avenue on Monday, right? 2279 3rd Avenue on Monday, right? Let me show you on the Google Maps right quick, right? School, right? Here we are. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? It's in Harlem, right? That's where we at, right? If you are loyal to the Most High in this culture, this is where you go. You see what I'm saying? You attend the feast day. You don't ignore the feast days. You don't ignore the Lord. You don't say you love God, but then you don't even visit the brothers who you're supposed to visit when you do love God. Right? We read it a while ago in the law in 1 John 4:20. I know all the infidels are logging out right now. No problem. We don't want infidels anyways. We don't want haters of God anyways. All right? It costs no money to come in. You come in and you eat food on us, because we'll be bringing the food and you just be eating the food. Right? That is the location of the school. All right? Can I let me see if I can what am I doing here? All right. How do I get the street view? All right? Street view, right? There you go, right? Let's go right here. Okay. Now where is this? This is down the block, right? This is not where we want to go. We want to bust the corner over here. Right? We want to go down this street right here. Right? Go down this street. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, wrong way. Slaki. Good night. Wrong way. Let's go this way. Damn. Lexington. I'm trying to focus on the camera, y'all. Slaki. There's the path mark where it used to be. Right? You bust the left. This way, right here. Come on. Right? The chicken store. We go down the street. There we go. There we go. Right? And you come to the corner right here. Right? You come to the corner. This is 124th Street and 3rd Avenue, right? You're going to see a H&R block on the corner right there, right? You go past the H&R block, right? You go past the H&R block, all right? We're right beside the H&R block. 22, then you see 2279 3rd Avenue on the banner right here, right? You pass that, right? You pass that, right? And right by the awning, right, and the H&R block, right? You turn right to the left, and UPK is right there, right? Damn, this police van is in the way. All right. All right, there we go, right? I.S.U.P.K. That's where the school is. That's where the school's location is.
Right.
All right. Right. That's where you go. All right. School location is there. It's where General Muhammad's classes is kept. Captain Desires classes is kept. Captain Qadash, right? Hebrew Academy is, we take the registry here, right? And this is 2279 3rd Avenue, right? And we go back out to the block.
Oh, they take registry here at the school?
Yeah, you got to come to the school.
No, because remember, we have to make it to field.
No. They got to come to the school and show yourself, man.
Okay, come. We have to.
You know what I mean? You don't know who you are. You show up in the field. We're going to tell you to go to class. We're going to tell you that these brothers, you was there, right? We're going to tell you that these brothers earn the right to be here. Right? We got them police everywhere. It's cool. Big up to all the brothers that joined the I.S.U.P.K from the NYPD that was down the block. Big up to all those that quit the NYPD, quit the Army, quit the Navy and the Marines, right, to join the I.S.U.P.K, right? They saw that the slavery was evil, and they came to join the army of the Lord and the camp of the Lord and learn the truth, right? Right here is on the corner right here, I turn right here. This is the 4 train. Right? I know in New York City everybody takes a train, right? The 4 train is right here on the corner, right? The 4 and 5 people is blocking the sign, but this is Lexington Avenue. Stop on the 4 and 5 train, right? This is New York City. This is right outside the door right here, right outside the door right here, right? Outside the door right there, behind that black curtain right there, right? Is where we're talking about. This is the scene from outside, right? Of course, you got devils all up in Harlem. Gentrification is out here heavy. One time these Edomites couldn't walk so high up these blocks out here to these triple numbers to see 100 and nothing. Right? They were sweating bullets before they came up here, right? Good, right? No problem, right? Is there any more? Okay, let's just get the let's get the that's the concordance, right? Slovakia. Okay. So there's the feast of what verse is the feast of the blowing of the trumpets? My body, if I could. Let's just get that right quick before we head out of here.
What you want to say it's around like 20?
Yeah, check for me. All right, feast of unleavened bread. You wanna take your time and look at the Hebrew interlinear, right? And learn. You wanna practice this in your own time over years because you're gonna read this for years, right? Harvest is quarters a yard. You improve your vocabulary this way, right? Harvest is quarters a yard, right? You reap what you sow. 24. Con, right? Quarters a yard is how you say reap, harvest. All right, there we go. Ba'ah. You look at this big word right here. It says what? Waha ba'atham. Right? When the root of the word is just the 2 in the middle right here. This is how you figure out where the word is. Ba'ah. The root, the whole, all of this you're looking at right here is not for you to get confused with, but it's to look at the ba'ah, and that ba'ah means come. Right? That wa at the beginning is a preposition to say and. The ha right there means the ba'ah means come. This thm means, what's the thumb again, right? Thumb, ba'ah, wa ha, ba'ah, thumb.
Salami, that's plural. Something plural.
Is that what it is? Baha, thumb.
What verse are you in?
I think you're right? Because we're in Leviticus 23 and 10, right?
23 and 10.
Quatazayara, right? To say harvest, right?
You come, y'all come.
Right? And then waha ba'atham. All right. What does it say in the King James Version?
When ye become into the land.
When ye become to the land, keep going. I give.
Which I give unto you, and you shall reap the harvest thereof.
And you shall reap the harvest thereof. Okay, okay. So it's just saying.
That's talking about the nation, so that's multiple.
Keep reading.
That you is multiple people.
Go on, keep reading.
Then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
Then you shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits unto the harvest of the priest. Okay, so I see what's going on here. That is, if I'm not mistaken, that thumb right there is to your reference to the people. Waha ba'ah thumb. Right, so I guess it might be like saying like a thumb. So you see that a lot too, right? That makes sense there, and that only goes by knowing Israelite culture, because that is not in the rules of possessives to see thumb like that, right? That is similar to like when you see Hananya, right? When it says, "Behold, here I am," or "Here am I." You know, Hana is to say "Behold," and Anya is to say Anya, right?
Right.
Is to say I am, right? But it will be written all together as Hananya.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Where they fuse the words together. Just like how you throw words together today to say, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? To say, do you know what I mean? Or Wagwan to say, what is going on? Wagwan. Because that's Israelite culture. And here it is again. Waha ba'a thumb. To say Waha ba'a atham. You the one bringing it. Ba'a means come. Ba'a means coming. Right? And the bringing of Yah bringing, what it's saying is Yah bringing the harvest. Because it's a harvest they're talking about, the stuff that you reap. All right? Good, right? You say it was in verse 20, right?
23. You start.
23, come. Okay. 23. What again? We wrote this down in the beginning. This was verse 1. Here it is again in verse 23. Wa ya the bar, right? And he speak, who's speaking? Yahweh. Right? Not Ahaya, Shahaya, not Jah, not Jehovah, not Allah, right? But Yahweh. Right? Al means what? Unto, right? Masha, whose name is Moses, right? La Amar is to say, right? Good, right? Speak the Bar al Banya, speak unto the sons, Yasharala la Amar, Israel, to say, Ba Qadash. Qadash is the word for moon, right? We call a month by saying the word moon, right? Ba Qadash. Ba is a preposition to say in. We went over that earlier when we said Pagai, Bawa. That Ba means in or on, right? In the month, on the month, right? Ha Shabiyaya, right? And you gotta pronounce, when you see this in the Sabbath for the brothers out there, you have to pronounce it like this. Shabayaya, right? As per Captain Ashaparium, right? Shabayaya, right? You learn this from going to many Passovers where you have to sit beside Captain Ashaparium. Ha Shabayaya, right? And that comes from Shabai, to say 7. All right, Abadi went over the numbers earlier where Shabai is 7, right? Ba Akkad, Ba again, Ba as a preposition, right? Remember now, this is Hebrew. You don't say in or the in separate words. They're written at the beginning of the word. So you look at this, you don't have to look in the dictionary to see what is this 4-letter word. You say in English. It's Hebrew, it's much more simpler, where all you have to do is know the formation of these 3-letter words to make out what words they are. Right? Ba is not a part of these of the word. Ba is to say in. Right? A card, as Abadi did earlier, right? A card is to say 1. Right? A card is to say 1. Talking about this word right here, right? 1, a card, right? The 7 in 1 on the 7th month, 1st day, right? La Qadash, right? Here goes the word Qadash again. Qadash, right? Look at what Qadash means in the concordance. Qadash, right? Moon, month. Moon means month. The word month in English, M-O-N, is to come from moon, M-O-O-N. Right? It's like saying 10 and 10th. Or like saying 7 and, what was it? 7 and 7th. That TH on the end. Right? That that TH on the month. TH. They didn't teach you this in English, man. Who's ever heard this in elementary school? Say something in the chat. Who's ever heard this in elementary school? You know what I mean? The white man is a child nation, man, compared to our culture, man. Man, we are where it started from, man. This is the only way you're gonna know this stuff, by coming to the Israelite school YAHANNA, learning the truth, man. Right? Christians weren't talking about this. Right? Christians was not talking about this. Right? Them demonic cats in Chicago, the yeshiva Israelite groups, they want to be Old Testament Israelites so bad. They wasn't teaching this before the I.S.U.P.K. since 1969. They wasn't doing this, but we was. Right? That's how we came up with a 12 tribes chart, because there was investigations done. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it came from Herpes Arias' dream, but there was an investigation done. And through these investigations, we figure all these things, all right? Month is moon, all right? Right? YAHANNA. This is not the name of the Lord, right? Higher is how you say be. Now, when you see Ahaya Ashara higher, the higher is not anything to do with the Lord's name. It just means be higher. Right? Click on it. What does it say? Verb to fall out. Okay, it's not given the context, right? Yah is to say it. Higher is to say be. Right? The white man over here complicating things. Here we go, right here. Will be. Right? Where is it? Will be. Right? So it was. Word was. Shall be. Right? Because they put in the thing together. Right? And had, shall be, and be. Are, became, be. And they shall be. Right? Because higher is just to say be, be, be. Right? Yah is he, right? And he is also it in Hebrew. He and it is the same thing. That's why when a man comes and has a baby, he's calling it's calling it and it. It's like it. He's calling your baby boy and it, because he and it is the same word in Hebrew. And your man is a Hebrew. He thinks like this. He calls the baby it because it's a boy. Right? No problem, right? Yah, higher is be, it be, right? That's why that brother a while ago who was online, a real one, he's a complete idiot. He's trying to break down the Lord's name because he's looking at stuff like this and he's saying it's something like this, but when the Lord didn't tell it to him, right? Didn't the scripture say to not be a presumptuous prophet? The Lord said that. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yo, you're rushing my car back in a minute, yeah? Yeah. All right, where we at? Lakam. La is to say two. Kam is to say plural, y'all, in its possessive form. We went over the one earlier where it's, in its formal, it's a tha and a thumb. That's when it's written by itself. And the possessive when it's at the end of a word is come. Right, to say y'all, right? That's where it says you at the top there, right? Right? Shabbath one. Right? Shabbath is to say is from the word Sabbath, where it's where the one now, when you see a one at the end of a word, that one, W-A-N, one, like you see here, is to make something a noun, a person, place, or thing. All right. Now, what kind of noun is it? It's a day of a memorial. Zakar one. Right? Zakar is a verb to say, remember. One makes it not just remembering. It is now a thing to be remembered. It is a memorial. Zakar one. All right. Tha Rawaya. Here we go. Here's trumpet now. Tha Rawaya. This is how you say the day of the blowing of the trumpets, right? Tha Rawaya. Tha Rawaya. Right? Tha Rawaya. Right? Good. Right? Ma Qur'a. We know that Qur'a is called. Ma is a preposition to say of or from, right? To say this calling is of something, right? What is it of? It's of this memorial. It's of this Sabbath day memorial. Shabbat one, Sabbath. Zakar one, remember, memorial. Remember and memorial is one and the same, right? That memor in memorial, right, is from remember, right? Same thing, all right? Ma Qur'a Qadash, right? To say holy, right? Good. And with that, I pass the class the officer of 1,000, Abadia. All right? Most High in Christ, right? Clap it, right? Do the announcements. Yeah. Right here.
God, sir. Come. We got the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Roof new brother and sister. When the brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits. They have to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, the teacher, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get the permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tied with the commandment numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, Ishura, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, that's this Monday, the memorial blowing the trumpets. If any other upcoming events, check the bulletin board in the back. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. That we say, imagine. We want to cut this salute, manifesto, imagine Shabbat, imagine Barak,
Yahweh Shah Yad
Yad B'Tah, dismissed.